Hello, everybody. Welcome to my women's basketball rantings. This is where I give my thoughts about the happenings in the women's game. If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below. I put episode notes down in case you want to skip to any section that interests you. If you are still listening, welcome. If you're not, welcome. Let's get started. Today, I'm talking conference championships. We all know the big dance is coming in March, and only 68 teams get to be invited. According to the gods of NCAA, 32 teams get an automatic bid, and those 32 teams are teams who win their respective conference championships. So I'm just going to talk championships. You know, these conferences, there's so much rivalry, everybody trying to one-up each other. And most times, that's probably the only championship they are going to win for that season. So it's really, really a big deal. It's really important. Championships are important, especially when it comes to those American conferences. I'll just talk about the ones I like, the conferences I like. Like I said, I don't really know much about all of them, but I know the ones I like. So I'll start with Atlantic Coast. So Atlantic Coast has some really, really good teams, like NC State, Louisville, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, UNC, Georgia Tech. There's some like fantastic teams. They have Duke, Syracuse used to be good. So you can see from the scores that I pick NC State to win that championship. I'll say for the final, I envisage a Louisville, NC State, but that's like the popular opinion. So I'm going to take a wild card and say it's going to be a Notre Dame, Louisville final. I just don't trust NC State. I know they are good. They have a 16-1 record, but they just drop some really, really funny games that I just don't know if they have what it takes to really, really grind it out. So I'm going to take Louisville. I feel Louisville is really, really doing well this year. I feel they really have, like, they can really fight for it. So I'll take a Louisville, Notre Dame. Notre Dame can be very weird. They are very shifty, especially with Olivia Miles. If she decides to come and play, it's going to be crazy. So I'm going to take a Notre Dame Louisville conference championship. Hope I am wrong, because I really like NC State, but I don't know. I just don't trust that team. Moving on, I'm going to go to Big 12, which I feel is another really good conference. I don't think they are as loaded as the Atlantic Coast Conference, but I feel it's also a really good conference. They have some really competitive teams that can definitely make a lot of noise in March. So they have Iowa, which is a good team, Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas. Of course, Texas is good. They have West Virginia, used to be good. I don't know what happened to them this year. Texas Tech is okay. Okay, they have some, like 5 good teams. So I would definitely say it's not a bad conference. So for this conference, I would say I'll put a Texas Baylor. Although for the semifinals, I actually see an Ohio State making a lot of noise. I'm sure you notice I'm not picking like the regular season winners for the championships, because I like upsets. So I'm going to take a Baylor. I think Baylor will make it. So let's say a Baylor, Texas. I feel Texas. I don't know. I have faith in Texas. I feel Texas will make it to that conference championships. So I'm taking Texas, Baylor. Iowa State, Texas is going to kick them out if they draw. I just feel, let's just take a Texas Baylor, and hope I'm wrong. No, this time I actually hope I'm right, because I like Texas and I think I like Baylor. I don't really know Ohio State that well, so yeah, it's fine. So let's go Big East, which I only put it here because it's UConn is there, and I like UConn. Personally, I don't think the Big East is a very exciting conference. I don't think they have a lot of exciting teams compared to other conferences, but they have UConn, so let's leave it like that. So for the conference semifinals, I'll see it out. I don't know how it's going to shake up, but maybe a Connecticut and Villanova. I would really like that. I really like Connecticut, Villanova, because, like I said, Villanova, she gave us the first loss of the season. So it'd be nice for Connecticut and Villanova to really ash it out and let's prove who is really the best. But it's probably going to end up being maybe a Cretin kind of situation. But I would like for the conference finals to be a DePaul and Connecticut. Again, I feel DePaul University is a good team. I think they are not given enough credit. So I would really like to see, like, if they knock out maybe Villanova or even Marquette. That would be nice. So let's see what they can do with the game down the line. And I think there's like a little bit of rivalry between the coach of Connecticut and the coach of DePaul. So it's kind of like a little bit of friction there. I think UConn has never lost to DePaul. So let's see how it shakes up. And this UConn team is a very weird team. So they could just lose that championship. I'm just saying. but I hope they win. But they've been playing really well lately. So I will take you Connecticut over the Paul for the championship, but I would like them to battle it out. So let's see how that goes. So I'm moving on to the next conference that I really, really like. This is one of my favorite conferences. That's the Big Ten. They have so many good teams. Michigan is crazy this year. Ohio State is crazy. Maryland, I love Maryland. Iowa, Indiana, Nebraska. That's one good to Northwestern, Minnesota, they are up and coming. They can shoot threes. Rutgers. So there's some really, really fun teams in this conference. So for the conference semifinals, I would see the final four, if you may. I think I see an Indiana really making things happen. So I'm going to take Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, and Michigan. Ohio State, I like you, but I really don't know you that well. I'm not really invested in you emotionally. So let's say a Michigan, like I said. So for the finals, I would really like to see Kathleen Clark in a high pressure situation. I'll take Iowa and maybe a Michigan. Maryland, I've just not been impressed with them, the way they've been moving. Maryland and Michigan is clearly playing better than them right now. So I'll take Michigan, Iowa. I'd really like to see how Iowa can pull it off. Although I do take Michigan winning that conference. All right, so I move on to another of my really, really good favorite conferences, which is Pac-12. This conference is really good. So yeah, Stanford. I really don't know about Washington State, but I heard they've been killing it lately. Oregon has been on a downward trajectory, but I still feel they are good. They have Arizona, Utah. I've not really been hearing about Utah, so let's see. Oregon State used to be good. UCLA used to be good. I don't know what happened this year. I hear they have a lot of injuries and then they miss a lot of games. So it's just not right. Arizona State has been upsetting the world. So who knows? They could just upset someone this conference. So let me just try to be nice. For the final four, I see Arizona State making things happen. Why not? They are 4-6, but who cares? These things. Who cares? I'll put them. So I'll put an Arizona State. I'll put Colorado upset Oregon like yesterday. So anything can happen. This conference play guys are not playing. So I'll say Arizona State. I'll say Arizona. So just to make things interesting for the semifinals, let Arizona and Arizona State battle it out. Then maybe Oregon, Stanford. I really enjoyed that Oregon Stanford game. So let both of them battle it out. Let's see who comes out on top. So if we get a Stanford, I don't think Arizona can battle with Stanford again. I think they'll still lose. So we might get a Stanford, Arizona, which would be fantastic, which is a replay of last year's finals. So I would like to see that in conference play, but I still think Stanford is coming out on top. I honestly think Stanford they are coming together at the right time. Eddie Jones is really their calling card. Like if she turns it on, it's hard for them to stop. But if she's having a bad game, then I don't think anybody can really step up the way she does. So everything depends on Eddie Jones. Let's just say that. And maybe Cameron Brink, but more Eddie Jones than Cameron Brink. I go to my least favorite conference, but the best conference. Like I really don't like this conference because maybe because of South Carolina. I don't like South Carolina. I don't like LSU. I really, really don't like Tennessee. I don't care about Florida. I have no idea who Mississippi is. Okay, I like Georgia though. I don't know Missouri. Oh, I like Arkansas. I really don't know Kentucky. I don't think they play that well. Alabama, nobody cares. Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, I like them, but they're up and coming, so they really don't matter. Auburn, the upset machine, 2-12, but they did upset. Who did even upset? It was Tennessee they upset. They still upset someone. Was it Arkansas? Hold on. They upset someone recently. Georgia. Yes, they upset Georgia. I love this play. Yes, they upset Georgia, so that was weird. Anything can happen. The reason why I say it's not my favorite conference, but it is the best conference, is because they probably have one of the most competitive teams on their schedule. Like, most of these teams are quite, competitive, back to back. Like, I don't think they have any breathing room. You have to bring it every single time. Look at it. The bottom two are Vanderbilt, and Auburn, which are actually not even bad teams. So so this conference is really going to be tight. Although I still see South Carolina winning it because, well, it's South Carolina. They've been winning it throughout. They've been killing it throughout the year, and I don't see them slowing down for this conference. But for the Final Four, I'm going to put an Arkansas because I really, really believe in Arkansas. I believe in Texas A&M because typically, like, didn't they win last year? Like, they typically are in these things. Like, Perez comes with the last minute shot, so it's like, you never know. I would not count Texas A&M out, even though they are at the bottom of the barrel right now. So I'm going to put the Texas A&M. I'm going to put an Arkansas. Tennessee has been weird lately. They are out. So LSU and South Carolina. Those are my Final Four. And I have a feeling we are going to see a South Carolina LSU championship. And that will be really, really fun. Although at the end of the day, South Carolina would win. So that is my prediction. So that's it for my predictions for this conference championships taking place. I don't know when they are starting. I wish I knew. But I think it's sometime like at the beginning of March, like second, third, but just check it out. I'm sure it's all over the place. We don't even know the teams and how the brackets are going to go, but I know they are going to be interesting. And please tune in. It's going to be fun. And good luck to all the teams playing in the championships and the teams that could not make it this year. Better luck next time. See you in 2023. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.